Stand over here, right in the middle.
Okay.
There you go.
Morning, Dr. Byrne.
How are you, sir?
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for letting me come.
Yes, sir. Hey, guys, keep it down, will you, please? Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. Give the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Hold all conversations or take them to one of the witness rooms, please.
Officers were dispatched to a crash in Harris County, Texas. The wheel witness stated that he was towing a car when the defendant crossed into his lane and hit the car that was being towed. The defendant told officers that he drank 6 Bombay Sapphires and did not know he struck another vehicle. SFSTs were conducted, 6 out of 6 HGN, 8 out of 8 walk and turn. The officer did not ask the defendant to do the one-leg stand due to balance problems and age. DIC was read and breath consented, 0.139, 0.135.
Ready to be eyes?
No, sir.
Okay. Mr. Byrne, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. The only thing I'm ordering you to do is not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming any kind of alcohol or illegal drugs, I'll put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. You've got a great lawyer helping you out. I will waive your appearance so you don't have to waste your time coming to court here, but you must stay in touch with Mr. Alford and he'll tell you when you have to come back to court. So you're welcome to go back to Florida if that's where you're going to go. But understand, if they call you for a drug test, you'll have to test at Quest Diagnostics, get the test to Mr. Alford, and that'll satisfy us, okay? So just be careful. Don't pick up any new DWIs. Just, you know,
Probably not.
well,
You have any questions for the judge or anything I need to ask?
I don't know what to ask.
Good,
Thank
good. It's a
you.
good answer.
the only other thing I'm going to suggest to you is that it's very possible because this DWI, you might lose your license because of the administrative license case that you have versus DPS. So just stay in contact with Mr. Alford. If it does become suspended, you can't drive. In the event you do, you can always get an occupational, but just be wary of that. Okay,
Thank you, Judge. I've already requested it here.
great. We'll just have you sign a reset. We'll have you meet with pretrial and then you guys are good to go. Okay,
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir.
happy travels. Good morning, ma'am.
Sir.
Ma'am, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. First offense, it's elevated to a class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. So you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
On October 15th, 2024, officers conducted a traffic stop on the defendant's motor vehicle after observing it failed to signal a lane change and swerve left and right within its lane before striking the curb. Officers observed the defendant to be the sole occupant of the motor vehicle and detected an odor of alcohol and bloodshot, watery eyes on the person. Defendant admitted to drinking. SFSTs were conducted, 6 out of 6 HGN, 5 out of 8 walk and turn, 3 out of 4 one-leg stand. DICs were read and defendant consented to breath test, 0.163, 0.161.
Where was this?
It was east on Clear Lake City Boulevard.
Okay, all right. Because I'll explain to you later. All right, ma'am, I'm gonna find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol and kind of illegal drugs, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a Texas driver license?
Yes, sir.
Do you have valid liability insurance in your name?
I have regular insurance.
You have car insurance in
Yes,
your name?
sir.
Okay. We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. Don't sit and wait because you're only hurting yourself. You need to talk to a lawyer immediately because there's a lot of timing requirements. I'll have you sign a reset with Victoria. We'll have you meet with pretrial for your bond conditions, and after that, you're free to go.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Thank you.
please. Good morning, Mr. Arms. Sir, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
The defendant and the defendant are married, and on October 1st, 2024, officers were dispatched to a family assault in Harris County, Texas. Complaining witness and the defendant got into a verbal argument. The defendant stated he was going to take the car and leave. The defendant then pushed complaining witness against the car with both of his hands in her chest, neck area, causing pain. Complaining witness stated the defendant held her against the car for a few seconds and then let go and proceeded to leave. Officers observed redness on complaining witness' upper chest and lower neck and on her back.
Do you know?
I know that it's his wife.
She's here. If she wants to have, can he, she's here. Contact with him or no? She's here. Don't say anything, Mr. Arms, please.
It looks like this is a DVD case. It looks like we haven't gotten the chance to reach out to her yet. I believe that the defendant is saying she's here in the courtroom right now.
Is there a Haley Arms here? Okay. Are you Haley Arms? Okay, just take a seat for me momentarily, ma'am. You want to reach out and see what she wishes? Mr. Arms, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to have any threatening or harassing contact with this person. If you violate these conditions, I'm going to put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of weapons as well. Do you understand?
Yes, sir, I do understand.
There is a protective order that has been in place. I would get to know it because if you violate this protective order, the state can and will file additional charges against you. And then things will really go sideways quick. Are you on probation or parole at this time?
No, sir.
Okay. So for now, what do you do for a living, sir?
I work for my wife, home health care.
Sorry?
Work for my wife, part-time home health care.
For your wife.
She owns a home health care service.
Okay.
And
What do you do make a month?
work like 6 days a month, about $285 a month.
Why not a regular job? 9 to 5 that every day?
Because of my criminal history, sir, I have a hard time finding a job.
And the more you pick up, the worse it gets. How old are you, sir?
I'm 39, gonna be 40, sir.
39.
Yes, sir.
I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. And I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol and any kind of illegal drugs, likewise, I will put you in jail. I'll have you fill out an application. I need to know everything about you, how much money you make, how much money you have in the bank. And then I'll take a look to see whether you qualify for an appointed lawyer. But understand that you're under strict supervision now. I don't want any more issues. Otherwise, there's only one place. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you mind giving him an application? It's right here. This one, yeah. If you just give him one, we're going to give you an application. I'm going to have you sign a receipt with Victoria, and then we'll have you take a seat in the jury box for now, sir. Do not leave, okay? All right.
Peyton, I'm here on Sydney Burrows. He has a bond violation with alcohol in his system. I'm not sure what date that was. I was trying to pull up the email. Yeah, he understands he messed up. He's here. The only thing that I can say to be proactive about what he's trying to do, I got his pretrial diversion packet together. He took a 4-hour drinking class on October 17th, and I have him set up for a TRAS. He had a theft back when he was a kid, like 18 or 19.
Come on, Mr. Burrows.
He had a theft when he was 18 or 19. They sent him to WIMAC or one of those facilities. And
I'm not going to send you to WIMAC just for a simple.
yeah, back in the day it was.
Not just for,
Trust, I researched it. No, I researched it, Judge. I'm telling you, it was in one of those courts. It was a long time ago, and I looked at everything, and I thought the same thing. I mean, he can tell you.
perhaps it was an ag rob pled down to a theft.
No,
Who knows?
it was not. It was an employee. It was an employee theft.
I was working at Office Depot, yes, sir.
Regardless, I ordered you not to consume alcohol. Just because you had a theft when you're 18 doesn't allow you to consume alcohol now when you have a DWI.
Yes, sir, I understand.
Now I'm going to put an ankle monitor on you so I know that you're not consuming. And the next time you do, you will go to jail. There's no excuse. I don't care what I don't care what you're telling me. I don't care if it's NyQuil, mouthwash, a tequila lollipop, hair dye. I've heard it all and I don't care.
Yes, sir, I understand.
Next time you will stay with me. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
This thing is extremely finicky and it detects alcohol through your perspiration. So be careful where you go, what you do, who you're with, because I won't entertain any more excuses. Do
Yes,
you
Your Honor.
understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Take a seat, please, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. No tolerance, Mike.
I was just saying that's why we have to apply pre-trial. I mean, that's why we do the
He needed to get tested yesterday, came back for marijuana.
Yep. Come up, Mr. Osborne. Guys, what is all the times that we've had Mr. Osborne tested, times that he's been positive, times that he's been negative? How many times have we tested Mr. Osborne, please? It's nearly 400 days old and he's continuing to smoke weed. I mean,
This is the first time he's actually been tested, to my knowledge.
I don't think that's right. I think that we've tested him before.
I understand he tested positive, Judge. My only concern is he is trying to get a degree and obviously through his own doing, he's missed a lot of days of school, but I'm concerned that he's not.
Since December 21st of 23, he has had a dismissal offer where he's had to do 12 hours of community service, one class, and he gets his case dismissed. Now, a year later, we are still here and he's testing positive for marijuana.
Only number I had for him was his mother's number, which is why he got disconnected. I could not figure out how to contact him, which is why I had the PTI offer, but I couldn't reach him to give him the
It's
PTI.
not your fault, Mr. Schofield, and I'm not going to let you fall on the sword for him. But you're still smoking.
Only one judge,
Just the one today?
yes.
We've never tested him before?
And we have a record now.
Where are we going?
He signed the PTI yesterday, so he's just got to get his community service and his anger management done.
What kind of anger management class are we talking?
Our anger management class, and he has 12 hours of community service.
You have 3 weeks to get everything done. If you don't have everything done in 3 weeks, you will get an immediate trial setting. This offer goes away. Do you understand, Mr. Osborne?
Yes, sir.
And the next time you test positive, I'm going to light you up. No more weed. How old are you?
18.
No more weed. Do you understand?
Sir.
You will get tested again. And if I find that you're continuing to smoke weed, into jail you will go. You have 3 weeks to get this thing done. That's it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Marcelino Gonzalez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor. You are facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail, credit for the 1 day that you've done. You need to understand that by pleading guilty to this offense, it will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your natural born life. If you ever get pulled over in a car and you have an alcohol on your breath and the officer sees that you have a prior DWI, what do you think they're going to do to you? Right.
Yes.
What we're doing today, you will now be facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. Do you understand? And if you are not in this country with permission, you go to jail for that time. I can all but guarantee that you will get an immigration detainer. So if you have people that depend on you for whatever purpose, you going to jail for that kind of time completely wastes them. You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you cannot change this. It will go on your record. It will be there until the day you die. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you still want to do this?
Yes.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? I will find you guilty, sentence you to the 3 days in jail, give you credit for the 1. I'm going to suspend your license for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. Otherwise, you will be right back over here. Are you appointed on the case? Okay. You run it, Cece. Good luck to you, Mr. Marcelino. 3,000. Oh, it's 3,500.